What would it mean to be able to talk to angels? How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the psychic angel channelers Julie Geigel, Susan Schuler, and Carrie Ann Larson allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill.
Welcome everyone. Our theme for the month is balance. And today's topic is, I can't hear you. What was that, body? And we are so thrilled and excited to join you here today. This is Julie Geigel, International Psychic Medium, Trance Channel for Archangel Metatron, and Awakened Healer. I offer psychic medium readings and spiritual healing over the phone and in person in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Spiritual Psychic Medium Julie Geigel. And I am so excited. The three of us, Susan and Carrie and myself, will be attending Arthur Findlay College in Stansted, London, and we are just thrilled at how this is all coming together. I had actually signed up last year, and it wasn't until a few weeks ago that I found out that Carrie and Susan will actually be at the same class I signed up for. So talk about Metatron weaving and working his magic to bring us all together. But this is a renowned institution for mediumship development and training. And we are all delighted not only to be together in the same class for this intense week of training and development, but also to bring it here with you when we come back. I am certain, absolutely certain, that this is going to increase our channeling, helping us to go deeper and tune in and connect with even more profound messages from Spirit. So excited to join us, to have all three of us together to experience this. And I have recently started writing energy forecasts from Metatron, and those have been very exciting and well received. If you are interested in getting weekly energy forecasts from Archangel Metatron, be sure to sign up on my website over at www.juliegeigel.com. There's a tab at the top. You can click on free healing list to register for that. All right, let's get started. And I'm just going to ring the tingsha bells to clear that space and create a beautiful frequency for channeling. Welcome. I am Metatron, here in service to humanity. We are thrilled and delighted to join you each week, assisting you in your alignment with your highest good, assisting you in the transition of this awakening and ascension process. Allow yourself to sink deeply into your physical body, opening to receive a beautiful healing today from this Metatronic frequency that we bring in for you. Imagining each and every cell of your body opening. Not only the cells opening, but cleansing and clearing any fog or disconnect in being able to hear your body. Your body has a language all its own that it uses to speak to you so that you may care for your body and experience life on this planet with ease. All ailments in your body are directly related to your emotions and how you process your experiences. So certainly first and foremost is clearing of your mind and the mental chatter that is incessantly occurring. As we've spoken of that many times before, today we would like to specifically focus on your body, hearing your body talk to you, hearing what your body needs from you. As you increase this beautiful connection that you have with your body's language, it will become easier and easier to know, to discern what is right, what is good, what is best, whether it be a vitamin or a specific food or a treatment that would be in your highest good. A technique that Julie likes to use often to help her connect with her spiritual counsel, confidence, and the trust before you ask more important questions. So now take a nice deep breath. And again, allow yourself to let go, opening up each and every cell in your body, opening up the beautiful divine connection that comes from tuning into your body's language and your body's needs. You are a magnificent spiritual being with many opportunities, endless, infinite opportunities for growth and expansion. If you do not heed what your body needs, it will block you from the expansion you desire spiritually. So your body is a very important physical component to be attuned to and connected with. And we highly recommend a periodic body wash. Here in this time dimension, you call this a cleanse or a detox. It is recommended to do a body wash annually, if not more often, if you find yourself drifting toward bad habits. But a body wash will allow you not only to reset your physical vehicle, but your mental, emotional, and spiritual components. They are all interwoven and connected. As you care for your body, your awakening and ascension will be a smoother transition. It is well worth the investment. It is well worth the energy and the time, the commitment that it takes. Do not dismiss this. It is important for your spiritual growth. Open up to receive the gifts that we have come here to offer for you today, for your body, in love, in light, in healing. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here today. You are listening to Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And this is Julie Geigel. Coming up in our next segment is Susan Schuler and Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha.
The future of Internet radio is here. OMTimes Radio, IOM FM. The number one reason girls drop out of school in sub-Saharan Africa is lack of access to feminine hygiene products. The Pads for Schoolgirls Project, an outreach of Humanity Healing International, is changing this paradigm by setting up sewing programs at schools, teaching girls a vocational skill, while producing the reusable pads that help keep them attending classes. The girls pay it forward by making and giving pad kits to other girls in need. To learn more, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Hi, I'm Kelly Fox, host and astrologer of The Astrology Show. Each week, I'll give you access to the current transits, which are a valuable tool that provide astrological information to help unlock the potential each of us has. Understanding the stars can help steer us in the right direction to make better informed choices. So if you're wondering what's going to happen in your week ahead, be sure to tune in to The Astrology Show for guidance, Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hi, this is Christina Ricci with RAIN. Every 2 minutes, another American is sexually assaulted. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, you are not alone. Help is just a call or click away through the National Sexual Assault Hotline. Please call 1-800-656-HOPE, that's HOPE, or visit rain.org, that's RAINN.org.
Brought to you by RAIN and this station.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Join us for a free remote healing with the John of God crystal bed every week. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
This is Susan Schuler. In life, intention is everything. And I make each of my handmade soy candles and smudging sprays just for you. Go to mediumsusan.com for details.
I'm Carrie Ann Larson. Are you ready to ignite deep healing and transformation? Find out how mediumship, psychic readings, and shamanic healings can all help at carrieannlarson.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Susan Schuler. Thank you, Julie Geigel, for that insight from Archangel Metatron. It was lovely as always. As a channeler, I work with a team of guides, of whom Jacob is the master teacher, and he's the leader of this group. He is who I call on to access the Akashic records. I'm a professional psychic medium based in the Los Angeles area, although I do readings for people on the phone and on Skype all over the world. I do frequent mediumship and psychic demonstrations, as well as small group readings and larger private events. I have recently started making my intention soy candles and smudging sprays that are now available to the public, and I also make personalized smudging sprays and soy candles. All of the details for any of this information may be found at my website at mediumsusan.com or on my Facebook page at Psychic Medium Susan Schuler. I find today's topic very near and dear to my heart right now because as Metatron was just telling us about doing a cleanse, I have been on a cleanse now for 2.5 weeks where I am living on 500 calories a day. So this is something that's I'm very much in the midst of, and I still have 2 weeks to go. So I am curious what our other channels will give us information today. So let's just see as I switch gears here. Rush, rush, rush. You are all so busy rushing through your days that your bodies seem to be paying the price. We worry about you often and wonder why many of you still do not realize that if your vehicles are not working, you will lose the ability to move forward. As always, we are pleased that you have asked us to join you today and truly find this topic one of great attention. As we have mentioned, we do not understand how you can all mistreat your bodies in such ways when your technology now confirms the serious ramifications of doing so. Your body is indeed a temple, for it holds the beautiful soul that is here to learn, grow, and expand. And never forget, this is your true purpose. So by permitting things that only prohibit this growth into your bodies, you are actually working against your soul's purpose. We realize this is part of your lesson, that you learn to answer and come from a place of your higher self. But many of you still blindly believe that the foods you eat are fit for consumption, when in reality this simply isn't so. Only you can control the things that you place into your bodies. Those of you with children also have the grave responsibility of making sure of what goes into their bodies as well. We see that your food is big business on your planet. And for those who do their best to remain healthy, it often seems like those in control of your food are not on your side. So we remind you, the time is now to be ever vigilant. For without a healthy body, your journey will lose much. We understand the vigilance takes time, energy, and money. But are you not worth it? Do not sell yourselves short. We know why you came here, even if you have yet to fully comprehend it. And we know you still have much to do, and therefore need to be the best versions of yourselves to achieve these goals. As we have been telling you for a while now, much of this begins with learning to slow yourselves down. If you do this, you begin with a much greater chance of not popping the first thing you find into your mouth, but rather having the time and energy to plan what to place in your bodies so they can be properly fueled and loaded. When this is not the case, we see you lose your drive. We do indeed see that even your authorities have set you up to fail with many of the food additives that are now permitted in your foods. So being ever vigilant is even more important. Soul, to progress, stop poisoning it. This is also where your need for diets has come forth. If you learned to avoid your sugars and processed toxic food products, the need for diets would be eliminated. But because so many of you allow yourselves to be run ragged with all the crazy lives you lead, that these are often the foods you gravitate towards, causing many problems down the road. You are brave to be here during this time on earth because there are many forces at work against you. So you must educate yourselves and be ever vigilant when it comes to what you allow in your bodies. Food is sustenance for your bodies. It should be lovingly prepared with the intention that it sustain, support, and grow your body into the vessel that your soul needs. You are sacred, and therefore we remind you that this includes your bodies. Respect, nurture, and feed these bodies only the highest level of pure food. Yes, this is a challenge. We understand this. But if you were not up for a challenge, you would not have incarnated at this time. The more you tune in to your propaganda machines, however, the more you will crave these toxic items. So this truly must begin with reprogramming your minds and avoiding those factions that simply want to run the show so they can become wealthy. Stop being pawns of others and begin to listen to the inner voice within that is crying out to be vital, strong, healthy, and productive. Yes, we know there are many things in your supplies, such as fluoride in your water and such, but you can keep your association with these to a minimum if you but learn about these things. Educate yourselves and your families so the needed changes can begin to occur on your planet. This is why you are here now. You are part of the important wave that was sent to bring light back to this planet's darkness. But you will be unable to do so if you succumb to these things. You must keep yourselves clean and help the others who may not be aware or know what you know. Never stop educating yourselves. Continue to fight this daily fight for your planet. Much depends upon this. We mean not to make you fearful, but much is not as it appears. These powers that fight to control want you docile. They do not desire you to educate yourself. You own your bodies and your minds. Do not allow others to take this away from you. We have seen this happen during other times, and we are helping you in any way we can, for much depends on this. But it all begins with keeping your vessels clean and pure. Thank you, Jacob. This is Susan Schuler. Once again, feel free to check out my website at mediumsusan.com. We're going to take a short commercial break. Please stay tuned for Carrie Ann Larson, who will be channeling Orion from the celestial realm.
The cutting edge of conscious radio, OMTimes Radio, IOM FM. Host your show on IOM-FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM-FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community.
Come heal yourself. What is healing? Healing is nothing but connecting with your all-knowing higher self that already has solutions to all your problems and is always there to guide you. Through this show, we help you to connect with that you are and tap into that innate potential you have to transform your life and fly high. Please join me, your host Monica Goyal, every Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Namaste.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like to know the secret to manifesting? Join our next Manifesting Mastermind to create miracles of health, wealth, love, and joy. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Why wonder when you can know? Hi, this is psychic medium Susan Schuler. Let me help you get the answers. Schedule an appointment today at mediumsusan.com.
I'm Carrie Ann Larson. If you're looking for ways to add meditation into your daily routine, head over to carrieannlarson.com for a free guided meditation and mindfulness tips you can incorporate even while navigating traffic.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Hi, this is Bill Maher. I can find humor in almost anything, but one thing I never laugh about is cruelty to animals. If you don't get the joke either, write People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, 501 Front Street, Norfolk, Virginia, 23510.
Hello and welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Carrie Ann Larson. Thank you, Susan Schuler, for that amazing wisdom from Jacob, a master teacher of the Akasha. I am so happy to be here again with you guys all again this week. Like Susan said, this is also a topic that is very, very near and dear to my heart. So I am very excited to see what Orion has to say to everyone today. I am a spiritual medium, a shaman, and what I like to call a creative adventurer. So I do mediumship, psychic readings, shamanic healings all over the Los Angeles area on the phone via Skype. I am the founder of the Journey to Authenticity series, which is an intensive journey to guide you on your path to prosperity, abundance, health, love, and the one thing at the root of it all, your authenticity. You can hop over to my website, carrieannlarson.com, to learn more. I also have a free chakra journey meditation on there and tips for mindfulness and how you can incorporate that into your everyday life. I'm also very excited. I have just restocked my collection of supplies for my leather wrap bracelets, so they will be popping up on my website soon. You can feel free to head on over and check those out shortly. I'll be getting those up. And now, without further ado, I would love to bring Orion on in and let's get started. Hello, loved ones. It is I, Orion. I am blessed to be here today to help and to guide you in bringing balance into your body. Your body is crucial for housing your spirit in your physical dimension. It is essential you care for it. Your body was chosen for reasons you may or may not be aware of yet. There is a reason you have chosen the physical form you have now. And now it is time to love it unconditionally. There is no space in the body for blame. Your body is not failing you. It is not letting you down. It is the body you have created to the best of your abilities throughout your journey in your life until now. Now is an opportune time to truly tune in to your body. Understand your body, and most importantly, unconditionally love your body. Many of you compare yourselves to others. You compare yourselves to pictures and images that are edited to take out the imperfections that make each of you unique and beautiful. Your imperfections are what make you who you are. They are what set you apart from the others. You were not meant to be cookie-cutter images of one another. How boring would that be? No. You were meant to radiate your individuality. Embrace it. Know your body is perfect, no matter where it is. Love your body, no matter where it is. This is the first step to bringing balance into your body. If you do not love your body where it is right now, you will not be in a place to change it and to heal it. You must love yourself enough to be willing to do what the body wants and needs. This requires communication between you and your body. Your body is constantly trying to communicate with you. It is sending you signs and signals. Now it is time to listen, so you can begin to understand and make adjustments accordingly. Your body does not have a physical voice, but it will speak to you all the same. It will speak to you through physical ailments, bloating, inflammation, fatigue, weight gain, weight loss, injuries. Your task is to discern why the body is sending these signals, so you can adjust your care. If you feel bloated and tired after eating sugar, it is your body's way of telling you it does not optimally handle sugar. This does not mean you cannot ever eat it, but knowing the cause helps you choose when you want to have it, knowing how the body will react. If you know you will get tired after something sweet, it is probably best not to have it before an important meeting. However, it is a choice. You alone choose whether to eat sugar or other things that affect your body. Choosing to not eat it requires more discipline. And that is where loving yourself first truly comes into play. Loving your body where it's at will strengthen your discipline. I must again point out blame has no place here. You cannot choose, for instance, to eat sugar and then blame your body for reacting the way you know it would. This will only separate you from your physical self, creating a divide. Accept that discipline will not always win, but the more love you have for yourself, the easier it will be. I have touched on love and the importance of it being the first step, which will bring you to a point where you can communicate and listen and develop a true relationship. This will be followed by discipline, knowing what your body needs, giving it what it needs, and loving it through the process. This brings me to the final piece, accepting that this is a journey, a lifelong journey. Your body will grow and change, just as your spirit grows and changes. What affects you as a child may not be a problem for you later in life. The reverse may also be true. You may develop allergies or sensitivities in your adulthood. This is where communication, discipline, and love will help. They will help you navigate and maintain balance as you journey. Now, I would like to take a moment, and if it is possible, close your eyes. Imagine you are in front of a mirror. Notice where your mind immediately goes. Many of you raced to the negative of not wanting to see yourself. Bring your attention to your heart as you see it reflected in the mirror. And imagine a golden ball of energy emanating from your heart and encircling your physical body. A beautiful, radiant, golden ball of energy, bright and shining. Feel the love from this light emanating, encircling you, radiating out. This is how we angels see each one of you. Each of your light varies, but each is radiant. Thank you, Orion, for that wonderful message. This is Carrie Ann Larson. Stay tuned for our psychic discussion on today's channeled messages. Also, if you have questions about our channeling, be sure to join us in our Angel Talk Tuesday break room on Facebook, where we connect with you during our commercials.
bringing a more conscious lifestyle to your world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
There is no death, only a change of worlds. Chief Seattle. Deborah Livingston is an award-winning intuitive psychic medium whose international services include mediumship, spiritual assessment, animal communication, and spiritual mentoring. She is a published author and a trained shaman. Deborah provides evidential messages from spirit and departed loved ones. Learn more at deblivemedium.com. That's DEBLIV medium.com.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Would you like a free psychic reading? Become a member of our inner circle and get a free reading today. Sign up at juliegeigel.com.
Hi, this is Susan Schuler. Have you stopped by my website to download your free mini grounding meditation? Do so now at mediumsusan.com.
I'm Carrie Ann Larson, founder of the Journey to Authenticity series, an intensive journey to guide you along your path to prosperity, abundance, health, love, and the one thing at the root of it all, your authenticity. Head over to carrieannlarson.com to learn more.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Hi, this is Josh Groban. My favorite thing about music is its ability to inspire and nourish the soul. That's why I'm proud to work with Feeding America, an organization that inspires hope for families in need and helps nourish the 16 million kids in this country struggling with hunger. The Feeding America nationwide network of food banks gathers surplus food and helps get it to kids in need, but they can't do it alone. Find out how you can help at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Goodness, I think we've lost Julie again, so I'm just going to jump in here. The messages today were just tremendous, and to me it's just really amazing. I just want to talk about what Metatron was saying first.
And thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate that.
Okay.
So go ahead. Tell me about Metatron.
Okay. No, just the part when he was talking about the technique that you use for muscle testing, like how you kind of turn your body into a giant pendulum. That was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, actually, I learned that when I was a school teacher. It was in the science. The science section.
Yeah, that's brilliant. I can't wait to go check out my vitamins and things now and use that technique, because I've used pendulum, but I've never used my body before. So that to me was very interesting.
Especially good for people who have a hard time with the pendulum or muscle testing. There's lots of different techniques you can use with your hand. But yeah, the whole body, and I think that when you bring the whole body into, especially when you're looking at questions for your health, it just really, for me, it's always been my go-to.
Yeah, I just love it.
Carrie?
No, I loved the pendulum bit. That was actually one of the things I wrote down. I've never thought of incorporating my entire body into it and creating the pendulum with my body. So I thought that was incredibly powerful and a way to really incorporate it into your body as a whole and not just a small little aspect. I also love when he just very powerfully stated that we are all magnificent spiritual beings. That resonated really deeply with me in remembering who we are at our core.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought it was kind of interesting because, I'm on this Ayurveda cleanse, and I know Susan's doing a cleanse right now too. And part of my motivation to do it is because I wanted to be a pure vessel for when I go to do the development, the training at the Arthur Findlay College, because I found when I did this last year, I did it in February, I did a different cleanse, the lemonade cleanse, which it was unbelievable. That one was only 10 days, but it was strictly lemonade, and it was kind of crazy. But I was shocked at how pure my channeling was, how intense my readings were, and how much clarity I had as a psychic medium. So yeah, very fascinating. Susan, how's your cleanse going?
It's going very well, but for me, whenever I go through a cleanse, I agree with what you're saying about it kind of brings you up a level, but it also brings up a lot of my stuff. And I know Carrie and I have spoken about this when she did her shamanic training. It it forces you to face your inner demons at the same time that you're kind of upping yourself. That's the only way I can put it. So yeah, so it's a battle. I'm not going to say it's not.
Oh, yeah. And I totally felt my hands being slapped with all three of them. It's like, okay, get out of the pity party. This is, you came here for a purpose. You didn't come here to sit around and eat bonbons all day. So, step it up here and be serious and be real. So I thought that was fun.
Absolutely. And it's funny, too, because when we go to Arthur Findlay College, wait till you see the food they feed us. It's crazy. I mean, it's these heavy meals, which almost goes against what you're trying to do. But it's so brilliant.
Really? That
yeah.
shocks me. Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, anyway, it'll be fun. All right, well, let's switch gears over to Jacob. Jacob had some amazing messages, too. I mean, just the ring through all the channels today was you must keep yourself clean. You've come here for a higher purpose. You've come here to do some real serious work here on this planet. And there are forces that are trying to keep us down and hold us back. And I know that's kind of a topic a lot of spiritualists like to avoid. But the smack in your face truth is that there are forces. There are forces here on this planet, our government. There are forces unseen that are trying to keep us small and hold us back. Things are definitely not as they appear, as Jacob pointed out. And the other thing that really struck me with the channeling was to prepare your food lovingly. I know sometimes, like, I'm on this Ayurveda cleanse, and the food preparation is unbelievable. It takes time, and I found myself a little bit frustrated, or just, oh my gosh, I don't have all this time to prepare all these meals, blah, blah, blah. And when Jacob said that, it just really kind of smacked me in the face that it's crucial. It's crucial that when you're preparing your meal, that you're not pouring negativity in it, that you're trying to keep your thoughts pure and your mind free from that frustration. Thoughts, Carrie?
I would have to really piggyback on that. He brought through the whole idea of that we own our bodies and our minds, and the country and what they're doing with our food and what they're putting into our food that we don't have any control over, or for many of us even an awareness of. And I love that he stressed the educating of ourselves and educating of our families in making sure that we never stop fighting that battle to stop that and stop the major food corporations from having all of that power and from putting things into our food that are not good for us.
And yeah, I know I posted on Facebook that just imagine if we all stopped eating foods that contain GMO, they would be forced to take action.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine the power that we have. Comments, Susan?
It's interesting because I was on a spiritual retreat with a very large group of people from around the world a couple of years ago, and the woman who sat next to me was French. And each meal that we sat down, and we were with the same group of people at every meal, she put her hands over her plate, and she set the intention of blessing her food to only bring health and nourishment to her body. And I grew up in a Catholic house where we used to pray, but I mean, I had not seen this. And it was interesting because by the end of the week when we'd all spent together, our table was all doing it. The table next to us were all doing it. So you realize how, like, intention really is important.
Wow. Yes, I've heard of that. I always forget about it, but absolutely we can change the structure of whatever, we're eating through that intention. Some people are better at that vibration than others. I don't know. I don't know how well that works with a candy bar or donut, but certainly, yes, it does raise that vibration, and I have absolutely heard that's a beautiful, beautiful way to begin a meal. All right, let's go ahead and take a peek at Orion. Orion was talking a little bit more about loving your body, that's really the first place it begins. If you start this journey hating yourself, hating your body, and that's what's motivating you to make changes, you're actually working against yourself, and it'll be really difficult to get your body on board with that. So Orion really invited us to just take a step back and, come from your heart and focus on loving yourself where you're at, accepting, embracing all of your flaws, all of your imperfections, and allowing that to be the starting point, the jumping off point. Thoughts, Susan?
I got it. How critical are we of our bodies? Even when she did that little meditation where it's like, okay, shut your eyes, look at yourself in the mirror, the very first thing my attention was drawn to was my gut. So it's like, as I'm sitting here, I'm trying not to be negative. So when she said, do you feel the negativity? I was like, oh, God, there's my gut. So, yeah, absolutely. I also think it's really interesting that she brings up, or I should say he brings up, talking about now being the time to listen to your body. I know so many people, my mother's got health concerns right now, and she's never learned to, like, tune into her body and to listen to it. And I just think that's paramount with anything that we do in our lives, is just knowing how we're wired, you know?
Absolutely. Carrie?
Yeah, I say frequently I can understand why Orion chose me to come through. This has definitely been a journey that I have been on. And I know for myself in my own experience, it wasn't until I did really learn to just love my body the way it was that I was able to then kind of continue the journey a lot lighter, not just physically, but emotionally as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, everyone, for taking the time out of your day to join us here on Angel Talk Tuesday. Archives are posted 24 hours after the live show airs on OMTimesRadio.com. Don't forget to join us for a discussion in the break room at Angel Talk Tuesday Break Room. And remember, you have a plethora of angels uplifting, inspiring, and enfolding you in God's love every day. Until next time, this is the Psychic Angel Channelers, Julie Geigel, Susan Schuler, and Carrie Ann Larson, helping you connect with your own angelic team.